Guys,
welcome to...
Guys, I'm a fortune teller. I have a prediction. Joe Biden will die. No, sorry. Introduce the episode. Sorry.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wholesome Crew, a show about people interrupting each other when I'm trying to do the episode. I'm here with... My name is HorseGam, and I'm here with my interrupting friends of Kyrbii.
I'm here with Kyrbii, and I'm Kyrbii. Hi.
And Sidney.
And then we have...
I am Sidney. That's me. Hello.
I'm here with our live studio audience that is next to Kyrbii. I actually...
ZBbaskin.
Or Z, yeah.
You
or just Z.
You guys ever
Z.
think it was strange that, like, in the missing episode of Big Bang Theory that they said, and live with our dead studio audience, and they just showed a panning shot of a bunch of rotting corpses in the seats, and then they just went back as usual, and then never showed the episode again.
Well, I think,
what was with that?
Honestly,
I think
that sounds like a shitty creepypasta.
I think that was actually like I think that was a hint for in Young Sheldon when it reveals that he like thaumaturgically seals the souls of the audience into their rotting corpses to hold them around forever to boost his own ego.
It's
like,
literally
I think it was a reference to that scene, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's why there's no laugh track in Young Sheldon,
Yeah.
but there is one in The Big Bang Theory. It's progression. There's more souls.
Yeah, it's the show that Sheldon has gone down a deranged path where he's harvested more and more souls to feed his ever-growing ego. But anyways, so you know, HorseGam,
And
Kyrbii, Sidney, and Z. That's who you got on today's episode.
Yay! After a long time, we finally did it.
But yeah, so yeah, you know, I think it was a commentary on Sheldon's state of mind and how his neglect from his parents' life actually led him to, like, you know, seek the attentions of others by faking interest in like what's commonly considered nerd media.
And it was a really good symbolism on their part to have Sheldon have a spell that he casts whenever he says bazinga to summon his audience.
That was
just at command.
That was actually like I watched The Big Bang Theory originally and I was scratching my head and furrowing my brow, but that made it all make sense.
Yeah, the whole bazinga thing kind of threw me off of the show. I just can't I don't think the spell works on me. I can't laugh when he says it.
I
feel like I'm gonna throw up.
It's not a charm for you. It's a charm for the live studio, or the not live studio audience, as is revealed in, I think, that's like season 5 of Young Sheldon. That's after like the Hell arc, I think. You know, where he makes it.
Wait, it's Young Sheldon after Big Bang Theory, like chronologically.
So
does he regret, or is it
I guess you haven't been catching up. But so in Young Sheldon, there's a scene where he's at school, learning about the trigonomic equation or whatever. And old Sheldon, who has like an eye patch and like a hook for an arm, comes through, and he's like, I'm gonna shoot your consciousness into I'm gonna take over your consciousness and become you so that I can create a better life for myself and change the timeline. And then he sends young Sheldon, or I guess the soul of young Sheldon, into the future timeline where it's like everything is ruined and it ships that he can have a better life. It was a pretty emotional scene. I'm surprised you don't remember it.
I never watched the show.
What the fuck? What the fuck would you mean you never watched the show?
Fake fan.
Fake fan. I've never said I was a fan. I know you can watch it.
It was implied.
It was implied. You started talking about the show. You said that you would watch it.
I did not.
Remember when you brought up Remember when you brought up the deep cut reference of the missing episode with the dead studio audience?
No, that was you.
What are you talking about?
Gaslight me.
Gaslighting.
This episode's a mess.
Gaslighting.
No, it's great.
Okay.
By the way, we should probably introduce who Z is. I just realized we didn't do that. We started talking about the Young Sheldon. By the way, can we put spoilers for Young Sheldon up at the beginning? Just like, you know, like obviously include like, hey, this episode will contain spoilers for Young Sheldon, you know, at the beginning. But so this is Z. he did all the art, and yeah, pretty much. What else is there to say? He did all the art, and he did a very good job.
Thank you.
Maybe you're looking at it right now, or maybe you're a fucking idiot and you have your phone in your pocket or something, and you're like, "Oh, I'm listening to the podcast."
It's okay. They're listening to the art.
Okay, this show is also up on like audio podcast.
I know. I'm saying that because that's what I used to do. That's what I always do. Is just like go on a jog or do like work or something with just my phone in my pocket, listening to podcasts.
I just like to listen to podcasts while playing like Pokemon Conquest or dying in Pokemon Conquest.
Question.
That's like the one thing Z does.
Yeah.
Play
all day.
Pokemon
Pretty much.
Conquest.
Yeah.
That's his character quote.
Oh yeah. Do y'all like listen to podcasts at work?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
I don't go to work.
Okay, well, school is pretty much just work prequels, so do you listen to podcasts at school?
No, because there is someone lecturing me.
Oh, that's true.
They are
You don't want to be
your
lectured by a
podcast.
podcast?
What was that thing Des said where he was like, I do not listen to the lecture, I just sleep through it and then get a perfect A anyways and become a doctor. Actually, that's like slander, I shouldn't say that.
I mean, Des is not on the episode to defend himself.
Yeah, but
so.
that's like slander, because that's like slander against Des as a doctor.
I mean...
Okay, so
it's not like
hold
we're
on.
saying Des will fucking put a fucking scalpel in you.
No, imagine Des telling that to you while you're while you're lying there and your heart is open.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I didn't actually do anything. Like imagine you're listening to this podcast. You're like in the waiting room for your brain tumor, and he's like, he's not even a brain surgeon, by the way.
Well, he is He is gonna be a radiologist, isn't he?
Wait, no, I don't want to reveal. I don't want to reveal what field of study he is actually in, just in case. Oh, well, shoot. Okay, so guys.
Spoiler alert! It's feet.
Spoiler alert! He removes people's feet and sticks them to their hands.
Yeah, he
and then sticks their hands to their legs. That's his field of study.
That's what he does at sleepovers. I'd know.
Honestly, if I was a doctor, that's what I would do at sleepovers. I would like bring a bunch of anesthetic and do like funny surgeries on my friends. That's like gotta be what happens in med school, right? Like, haha, you got hit with the bottom surgery prank.
You don't. That seems like you would get sued immediately for like unlicensed medical practice.
For medical malpractice. What if you went up to like the head of doctors or whatever? You said, "Doctor, it was just a joke. It was funny, okay?"
Well, is it a joke if it's actually good? So like, if you like. Haha, I did a surgery. I removed your cancerous tumor.
That's prank. Brain tumor removal prank.
Kidnaps your tumor.
Could I get into any trouble if I was a doctor and I went to a sleepover and they just noticed that I brought a bunch of medical equipment with me, and then when someone woke up, they noticed that I just put some stitches on them? But I only put stitches on them. Just
to like gaslight them, make them think they're going crazy, and you like refuse to tell them what you did. Yeah, you'd probably get in trouble for that. If you just showed up at a part, that reminds me of an old story where like someone was at a party and like someone just walked up to them and injected them with a syringe and said, "You have AIDS now," because they injected them with AIDS blood. Can we leave that in? Is that too much?
I'm gonna be real with you. I've been disassociating for the past like 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, so this is an actual thing that occurred? Did they get arrested for it?
No, I don't fucking know. I just read it on the internet somewhere. I don't fucking know.
Read it on the internet.
Like, that is the most fucked up thing to just do at a random party and run away.
Just saying that made me realize why Reddit is called Reddit now, because I read it on the internet. That's like never passed through my brain until this second.
What if it's not because of that? What if it's like a huge deep lore of why Reddit is called that?
It's called Reddit because the guy was named John Reddit.
Yeah. John Reddit founded Reddit.com for his friends. So, and everyone would know Reddit. And then some creep
started
saying how much he hates women on it.
What?
They started with making fake accounts to make Reddit more popular.
Really? That is definitely what a Redditor would do.
Yeah.
Literally the first Redditor.
Look at the section for 2006 and put that on screen for a second. Like, apart from Reddit.com, NSFW is the most popular subreddit at the beginning of 2006. You know what the second most popular one is? Programming.
Yeah,
They got the Redditors.
The third most popular subreddit of the end of the year is science.
That's like exactly the meme about programmer socks. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay.
Programmer socks.
Programmer socks. You don't. Well.
And then 2007 just says, for most of the year, science and programming are the most popular subreddits, apart from Reddit.com. They then get displaced by politics.
Oh my god!
This is to truly show that society has devolved.
That is true Reddit. Like,
Reddit has stayed the fucking same since 2007.
Oh my god.
Nothing has changed. Leave that in. In fact, amplify it by like 20 decibels.
Yeah.
Actually, amplify it by 20,000 decibels
Alright.
and like shatter the universe.
For context, I am also Kirby's boyfriend as well. So Kyrbii is not just kissing me for no reason over here.
Yeah, I mean we record all of this in the same room as each other.
Yeah, pretty
Look,
much.
Here, I'm gonna fucking knock. Here, I'm gonna push over HorseGam.
Ow.
There, I pushed him over.
Oh god, he's on his back now. He can't get up.
He can't get.
His hooves are flailing in the air.
Fuck you guys!
Well, he'll have to be like that for the rest of the episode. Just flip his image upside down.
June 20th, 2011, the NoFap subreddit is founded, and that's apparently a big enough thing on the Reddit page to have its own thing.
NoFap existed in 2011? What the fuck?
Don't look what happened in October 2011.
Oh boy, what happened? That's 2010.
That's 2010.
Yeah.
Sorry. From the beginning of 2010 and the following year, the Amazon by 2011.
No, go like the full timeline. You see, like
the full timeline. Sorry,
2011.
October of 20. The June. Oh. When Anderson Cooper condemned the sub. Wait, Anderson Cooper based? Ew.
I mean, he's CNN.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
August 2012, Barack Obama shut down much of Reddit.
Huh. Oh.
What the fuck? This is why. This is why he's dead.
Oh my god.
You can't say that.
Oh my god.
We can't just say people are dead anymore. After what happened last time, we can't just say people are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Dick's out for Her Majesty. You know.
No.
No. Okay. No.
My dick will not be out for Her Majesty.
Well, we're all taking them out to piss on our grave, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Leave that in if you want to, or don't.
What?
I don't fucking
Like,
care.
I love all of these community event types on the full timeline. Like, members of the subreddit find Boston bombers regularly identified a number of people as suspects in the Boston bombings. Most of these community things are like something I can't say, or like the banning of fucking like in June 2015. Reddit bans 5 subreddits. I can't say any of these because they all have slurs in it.
Can we? So, if this is, I guess maybe this is just a little bit silly to talk about, but I always like to. How do you guys feel about like? Do you want your podcast to talk about current events, or do you just kind of want them to be like timeless things you can go back to?
I'm more of a.
I'm fine with them talking about current events.
I like them talking about current events if it ages terribly.
I'm fine with it if they.
That is always.
I'm fine with podcasts talking about current events. Cause like, a lot of times I listen to them as they come out, but sometimes I do. If I do come back to them, it's I know what year they came out with. Like I'll always know. It's not like it will always be a product of its time. I'll never be like, well, I'm gonna listen to Wholesome episode 3 in like 4 years. It still exist.
Okay.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite in that, like, I will absolutely just, like, listen to a podcast out of order just based off what just looks the most entertaining video or whatever. Like, so I'm definitely a lot more of a fan of, like, I don't know, less current events focused ones. And just more whatever else, I guess.
We already mentioned the Queen this episode, so I think this already dates us.
Yeah, but but this is like, I was gonna say something that'll definitely get it demonetized. I was gonna say, just wait for the king, wait for the King of England to die, and then we'll have another Queen, and it won't be topical.
Oh my god.
Okay, shouldn't we keep in all of the demonetized stuff because, like, are we going to
you
get
know what I
monetized?
fucking mean by
like
demonetized? I mean. I just mean like shit I don't want to have said publicly, you know?
There's a lot right now I have to cut. I probably have to cut like 5 minutes.
No. Okay. I will say, like, let's talk about the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, the Farming Direct, as people call it.
Well, I wanted to talk about the Fish the North Star game because it's so fucking funny. Like, Sidney and I were talking about this, where they announced a new Fish the North Star game, and I just imagine Fish the North Star fans, they're like jumping out of their seats, thinking it's like a new release, and then they just see it, and it's like Kenshiro's Fitness Boxing, and they just deflate like a balloon.
It looked shit to begin with. I was like...
It looked really shit. It looked so fucking bad. And, you know, like, maybe it'll come out and, like, Jeff Keighley will be, like, sucking Kenshiro off on stage and be like, "This is the best game of the fucking year." But, like, it looks like shit. At least from how we're looking at it right now.
It's gonna sweep the Game Awards next year. You know that?
It's gonna sweep the next year's Game Awards, and then they're gonna reveal the Fighter Pass 3 with Kenshiro from Kenshiro's Fitness Boxing.
Man, I can't wait for the Game Awards. Thinking of Jeff Keighley is like...
I fucking can.
I know, that's why I love watching them. They're such a stupid watch. Like, it's gonna be Elden Ring that's gonna sweep this year. Even though it's big current events.
Like, the Game Awards are just, like, hours upon nothing, and then the weirdest thing is announced. It's like, I remember, like, the last Game Awards that we were watching it, and then, like, we were watching for fucking hours. It's just nothing good or interesting was being announced at all. And then, like, a fucking football player was playing music or some shit, and we went, yeah, let's just leave. But then I continued watching, and then the immediate next fucking announcement was Among Us VR.
Yeah, that's the fucking Game Awards for you. Like, it's my Game Awards prediction, and I will say this much. I know it's 6 months away. The Last of Us remake will win some award. People will get mad about it. That's the prediction.
It'll get an award for its writing.
Yeah.
Or some shit that does not apply to the remake at all.
Yeah.
Also, honestly, like...
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's probably just gonna be pretty much a bunch of ads for very mediocre nothing games for, like, most of it, and then maybe one thing announced that's actually of anything.
But what about the awards themselves?
You know, definitely.
That's...
You know what could fix it? I have a great idea. Jeff Keighley, he makes his comeback as the Dorito Pope.
What?
You guys remember the Dorito Pope?
No.
Oh my god, you don't know about that?
I don't even know who this guy is.
So for context, Jeff Keighley is the person who hosts the Game Awards.
Okay.
In some year that's passed, like some ancient year, like 2000, whatever, I think it was either Doritos or Mountain Dew, they said he should be the Dorito Pope. And Jeff Keighley, he got really mad. He got, like, really, really mad because he thought it was, like, disrespectful to Christianity. Like, there's this picture of him. Let me see if I can find it. It's really funny. I wish he had done it. I hope he does it again.
I love the one image that where he's surrounded by Mountain Dew Doritos, unlock and load XP, doXP.com, Halo 4.
And he looks so
and then
angry.
Just red soda and a single thing of Doritos next to him, and he just looks so bothered by his entire environment, and he's taking it out directly on the camera, looking at the camera with the look on his eyes of, you made this, you did this to me.
He just looks so fucking angry. I wish he had been the Dorito Pope. If he comes out next year, like if he comes out next year in a full Dorito hat with like full Dorito Pope hat, I would fucking clap and scream.
Do you think Doritos ask him every year and he like writes them a very angry email and they keep doing it until he says yes?
they ask him.
Like, he starts.
He just gets angrier every time. Remember when he fucking like he remember when he trolled Angry Joe? I know this is like really just like all over the place. Like we're talking about a Game Awards that isn't gonna happen for 3 months at this point, and then like Angry Joe,
The one that would.
I hope like the new Madden sweeps the Game Awards this year. The one that barely works.
Hey, did y'all realize that Mario football game came out? Because I
Battle League.
Wait, there's a. Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah,
mean
like.
You mean the soccer?
Yeah,
the soccer.
Wait,
Has
there actually? Have they made a Mario American football game?
They made
no.
baseball.
I no, they haven't.
Who would play a Mario football game?
Have they made a?
Honestly, like,
have they made Mario Hockey with realistic brain damage mechanics?
I mean, okay. I will say playing Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympics gives you fucking brain damage, so you could say that, yeah. No, I like it. But I played that game so bad.
Isn't the Winter Olympics?
No, they canceled the Mario Olympics series. There's not gonna be.
No, I wanted to go Mario and fucking Sonic at Paris. Fuck you.
No, as a kid, just hockey really confused me because I thought it was that everyone got excited to go, yeah, let's see people just beat the shit out of each other on ice, and I was confused. But now it's like, yeah, I'd like to see people just fucking fight each other and flail fucking sticks at each other on just ice slipping everywhere.
Fuck yeah.
I can't believe they skipped Mario and Sonic at the Winter Games in 2018. Yeah.
They did? Was it because it was in Russia and they didn't want to show off that evil country?
It was in Korea.
Oh, Korea.
Which one?
What do you think? Which one? It's not.
It was in North Korea. The Winter Games in 2018 was in North Korea.
I mean, okay.
Okay, but it's funnier. It's funnier to say which one.
They're not above that. They had like the German Olympics in 1938, hosted by Hitler. So I mean, you know,
that was before World War II, mind you. Okay?
Yeah, but he was still being fucking evil before World War II.
Yeah, he was still fascist.
He was still being
He was still fascist.
Well, yeah, because a lot of people did protest and not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, I'm not going.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. God, this episode has been all over the place. Like Big Bang Theory, Nintendo Direct, Dorito Pope, Hitler.
I've said like 5 words during
No, okay, Ben, you wanted to say something about the Zelda timeline before we started.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll transition to that.
Yeah, I'm a host. I have the buttons right here that say topic ended. I press the topic end button.
Damn, it is pretty shiny button, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's like somehow 3D sticking out of your screen. I'm kind of concerned.
I don't know. We were we were just talking about this because, like, we were talking about Tears of the Kingdom, and we were talking about, like, the Zelda timeline. I think HorseGam didn't know that, like, they just said no more Zelda timeline, pretty much, and then like,
wait, really?
Yeah, they said, like, no more Zelda timeline, and then they, like, pretty much fused. Okay, so how it works right now is that all current timelines go into Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
I mean,
Yeah.
to begin with, the Zelda timeline has been shit since the Hyrule Historia came out.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
it's really...
the only reason why it was ever even conceptualized in the first place was because of a bunch of fucking nerds on the internet going, or what if, and then they just sell a book out of it. Like, that's literally the only reason why it's even conceptualized.
Well, even the book is not accurate to what
Yeah,
the fans
exactly.
put, because the book adds the hero fucking dies in Ocarina of Time, where that wasn't a timeline in the original, like, fan
I think
stuff.
what happened was, like, at E3 2006 or whatever, like, someone asked Miyamoto, like, hey, is there, like, a Zelda timeline? And he just started, like, smiling as, like, black tar came out of his mouth, and he, like, unhinged his jaw and just spat out the book onto the table.
The book came out in 2012. It came out after Skyward Sword.
Well, they didn't reveal it to the public until then.
Because I remember... Because that's where, like, people was like, Skyward Sword was the first game in the timeline. I think that makes most sense.
Yeah.
It makes... Okay, that was the only game they made with the timeline in mind, I think.
Yeah, and then they just
said
realized
no more.
how shit it is. Yeah.
And they said no more.
Yeah. They were like, this is a fucking bad idea.
Like, the timeline's fucking dumb, because how do you make... Like, you're in a really fucked up situation when your best way to explain how all these games fit together is by inventing a timeline that just... Yeah, so, you just died. You just got a game over, and that's canon. With, like, not even continuing off of a bad ending, just the implied state that any time your character could just die in a video game.
Yeah.
That is kind of inherently really funny.
I like to imagine...
Like that's shit that Yoko Taro would do as commentary, but that's just the best explanation they could think of.
Yeah. You're gonna
Honestly,
say
they should have just made the explanation be like Zelda Monopoly or some shit like that. Like, that should just be the canon explanation.
You see, this is where it branches off from Link's crossbow training into the cyberpunk dystopian timeline.
That was just a Brian David Gilbert video.
Oh shit,
was?
that's right. He like pretty much put every Zelda game and thing into the timeline. Honestly, that makes more sense than the actual fucking timeline. And that has fucking the CDI games.
What timeline does bullshit Zelda go into?
All of them.
I'll say the one that has Link to the Past.
Satellaview bullshit Zelda.
So, I guess is it canon? No, I guess if we're just like going off of what is what, it goes into the... It goes before Skyward Sword, I'll say that.
Before Demise even lays the curse.
Yeah.
Here's a fun fact.
Okay.
The timeline technically makes the theory that Link is dead in Majora's Mask not really feasible, because if Link dies in Majora's Mask, how does he have a descendant?
He
in
doesn't.
Twilight Princess.
Well,
he doesn't.
Well, it's a reincarnation.
I always got the implication that the hero is a reincarnation and not like a direct.
That's what it is.
I don't think it's ever been a direct
because
descendant of the
Shade
hero.
is Link.
No, but that doesn't mean he's a descendant of him. Like, the hero Shade is Link from Majora's Mask. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes.
Like that's. So he just dies out there, and then he becomes the hero Shade, right? Yeah.
Hero Shade, is that the one that like is the skeleton in Twilight?
Yeah, it's the skeleton in Twilight Princess.
I thought he was Ocarina of Time Link.
Yeah, but
he's Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I
Majora's
mean Majora's Mask Link is Ocarina.
No, I mean like grown up adult, adult Link in Ocarina of Time.
No,
because
he's
Twilight
Majora's.
Princess isn't a kid time.
Well,
He's a grown up version of Majora's Mask Link.
But doesn't he die in Majora's Mask?
No.
If he's a grown-up version of
Zelda
Link,
timeline discussion.
that theory is non-canon. Kyrbii, you are an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot.
Wait, I didn't say he was. I didn't say he was dead. What the fuck are you talking about? I just said
you disagreed with me.
I disagree. I disagree with you that he's a direct bloodline descendant. That's all.
You disagree with me, therefore he's dead.
Therefore, you completely disagree with my argument. So your viewpoint
you
is the opposite.
dishonored me and
well,
my
I think he's actually like okay. He's a direct descendant. Like he's a direct descendant of the Dorito Pope. Who actually stops in this timeline? He stops the flood from happening in Wind Waker,
and also in the Bible too. He stopped that also.
Yeah, and that's how Breath of the Wild happens.
Yeah, that's how Breath of the Wild happened.
Yeah.
So I've always had the interpretation that Link just kind of spawned whenever needed, and it wasn't a bloodline heritage at all.
Kind of like an Avatar.
I also just kind of assumed that Link was a virgin.
Whoa.
She doesn't have sex.
I mean,
half the time he's a kid.
Half the time. Okay.
He just grows up to not have sex.
I mean, yeah. I feel like I feel like adult Link from Ocarina of Time, he would not want to have sex because mentally he's like 7 still. In the body of like how old is like
17.
It takes place 8 years, 7 years.
Yeah, like 7 years. He's like I actually don't know how old Link is in Ocarina of Time, but like
I think he's probably around.
He would probably be fucking traumatized, and I'm not saying
7.
And I'm not saying, like, sexualize a current adult Link. I'm just saying, like, if he ever did, he would be fucking traumatized. He'd be like, no, what the... You know, like, imagine you're just chilling.
Or some shit.
Okay, I was actually going to say, imagine you're just chilling as, like a 10-year-old, but then you become an adult, and that's literally the plot of a fucking Bill Murray movie.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now I don't want to talk anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what Bill?
But, okay, so... If Link just kind of spawns whenever necessary, then like you would have just a bunch of people in the universe like naming their kid Jesus, but with Link. So would Link not spawn if everyone just abstained from naming their child Link, or would it just be a custom named Link?
Or is it more like a JoJo situation?
I don't think the name... I don't think before... Okay, I will say, I think before Breath of the Wild, like, the name Link is not used. Like, you can always... Maybe I'm wrong on this, and feel free to tell me I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure before Breath of the Wild you can always name the main character whatever the fuck you want. So he's always just called the hero, and I don't think he's really ever referred to by name in Legend most of the time. So I don't think that would happen, but I don't know, maybe.
He is the Link, not Link, you know?
But also, most people would pass down the name because it's a big hero. A lot of people name their kids often like celebrities, like heroes of their time, like, or big public figures, and Link probably was.
But most of the time, he's not really like super in the public. You know, he's just some guy who saves the day, right?
Yeah.
He's not.
I like to imagine. Like to imagine that after, he saves the day and whatever, he is often called the Link. You know, like, that's kind of an honorary title or whatever.
Oh, that makes sense.
So, that's why...
That makes sense, yeah.
Because he is the hero of Legend, he is the link between these heroes in time, you know?
Yeah. The link between...
It was just like, could you imagine being... It'd be like if you were a random-ass, like, Southern parent, and you're just like, I'm gonna name my kid Jesus, and then he just grows up to look exactly like Jesus and save the world. Like, what would you do? Like, you just accidentally rebirth Jesus because you're like, I'm gonna name my kid Jesus.
I guess you would probably feel pretty self-gratified, wouldn't you?
Let's hope you're not a Bible-thumping kind of Southern, that's all I'm saying.
How many people do name their kids Jesus? I know people name their other things.
I mean,
from the Bible,
Jesus. Jesus, but like,
You know.
Yeah, what? Yeah, it seems like it's very strange to name your kid Jesus. Like, what do you expect them to grow up to do?
I mean,
It is also just
I
a
mean, and I
Hebrew
don't-
name as well.
I mean, like, at the same time, you know, there are a lot of,
There's a lot of biblical names.
not even, like, singular to, like, let's say, like, you know, like Christianity or religions based around the Bible. You have, like, a whole ton of people named after the Prophet Muhammad, you know.
True.
Like, a whole ton of people, to the point that it's a very, very common name, you know, so...
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's not as weird, like... Maybe it's not as weird as we think it is, but I still think like I would do a double take if I saw someone's name was like Jesus. What's like the last name? It's not gonna be Christ. Like,
Jesus Chris.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus-
Or like Jesus.
Oh yeah,
Smith.
like I mean, like J.C. Denton. His canonical name is Jesus Christ Denton.
Yeah, and he's like 20 or something in that game, right?
Or, like, I don't know. You saying that it's very common for other names. I still just think that is also weird.
I mean, I'm not a part of that culture, so I can't really like judge on that, you know. So,
it
but
just feels odd to be like, I'm going to impose the greatest expectations possible for the name of my child, like Jesus the accountant, or like that's just what they're going to grow up to be. Like, they aren't.
if I had a kid and I could choose the last name, I would name them like Jesus Redfield or something.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, so back to Tears of the Kingdom, since we were talking about I don't know how we got to Jesus lore instead of Zelda
We're
lore.
talking about
But,
Link being
but
Jesus lore, that's just Christianity.
I would name the episode Jesus Lord.
okay, back to that. I hope that in Tears of the Kingdom, and I know this is definitely gonna dig, because they're gonna be looking back on it and laugh and be like, ah, poor Kirby, that didn't fucking happen, you fucking idiot. Like, I kind of hope that like we see more of Link's family, because we know Link has a canonical family in Breath of the Wild. I think he has like a grandfather and a sister, I believe.
He
and
has a father too.
I thought his father died though.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I mean, all of them are dead now.
his father is already
Oh my
dead.
god,
by the
like Wind Waker?
All
Well,
of
it
them
is
are-
just like Wind Waker. You're right.
All of them are already dead. 100
well,
years
his
went by,
grandmother-
Claire.
Maybe they're just like having the Sheikah are still alive.
I mean, yeah, that's because they take care of
That's
themselves.
because they got the good genetics.
Yeah, they take care of themselves. They
God,
eat their
okay,
carrots.
can I say that mission in fucking Breath of the Wild where you help that one guy date like a child Zora, that made me so
God.
fucking uncomfortable. I was like, please,
God.
please never do this again. Please never do this again. Like,
God.
I don't want to see implied fucking like legal lollies in the fucking Zelda universe. That's not anything I ever want to see.
I don't know this quest.
Okay, the quest go. You know, I only use that word because that's what stupid, gross idiots online would call it. But like, you know, like it's just okay. So the quest is like there's this guy looking for a wife, and he's like has communication with the Zora girl, and when they meet, she's like, you know, because Zora age a lot slower. Like Sidon's only 115 or something, like that. But like she's like his age, but she looks like a fucking 6-year-old, and then they get married, and it's like, I don't want to fucking see that in my Zelda game. I don't want to fucking delete that shit.
And like this, and like you also see like the
delete that
Zora's
with a
like
patch.
what is this? And like the Zora girl, she has like family that's just like, whoa, no, like we're not letting you see this man, and
You're a child, and then you just help them do it anyways, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you just go and just help her get groomed. Like what?
That's literally what it is. It's like the worst Zelda quest of all time. Like, I would rather play a more annoying, boring quest than play that shit ever, than like do that shit ever again. That was just fucking gross.
You at least get a good reward out of it, like a shrine.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Let me look it up. It's gonna be like you get a shrine, and then like the Sheikah there will say like, helping a child get groomed was a reward enough. Here's your orb. Because that's how fucking Sheikah shrines work.
I mean, that's a work-wise Sheikah shrine. But what we were talking about with Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh yeah, we were talking about with Tears of the Kingdom. We hope we see his family again.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm starting to see a lot of like Miyazaki inspiration in it. Like right off the bat, obviously you got the arm thing going on from like, you know, Princess Mononoke, but then also like I think just like with like, you know, especially like kind of how a lot of like the, I guess, floating land masses kind of reminds me a lot of like Castle in the Sky and shit like that. Like, there's a lot of things that just remind me a lot of like Hayao Miyazaki films, which I really like. I don't
know. Personally, I'm not really looking forward to Tears of the Kingdom. I might play it if I might check out more of what they announce over the next.
I will
couple
play
months.
it. I'll say that much. I'll definitely play it because I liked Breath of the Wild enough to want to play it, but I am skeptical that my problems with Breath of the Wild could potentially not be fixed.
Yeah.
Also, just,
like for like what I was hoping for, a Breath of the Wild 2 would have been a Majora's Mask that's a lot more condensed, because I think that's like I don't really enjoy open worlds that are too big and empty, so I would have preferred it to be a lot more of a condensed version of the world, but it seems like it's just the same world, but there are Minecraft Sky worlds.
You can go to Ether this time.
I have gotten into a debate with this about a lot of people, especially Z here. I say that Breath of the Wild should be more like Elden Ring, and people fucking shit themselves. They're like, you want the game to be hard like Elden Ring? You want it to be difficult? And then I'm like, no, I just want the open world to actually be filled. I just want the world to be filled with things. That's all I'm asking for.
You're acting like Zelda is like hollow.
Okay, it's not.
Also, you can.
It's not hollow, but it has a bunch of the same stuff around it. Like, the shrines aren't interesting to find.
I disagree with that.
We need like more Zelda believers to have this debate.
Yeah, like I'm the only one here.
We need like an even amount of Zelda believers and Zelda deniers.
Yeah, like I'm the only one that like is like actually really stoked for.
No, I will say I am excited. Really... Just real quick, I'm excited to see what they are going to do with the world, what they are going to do with the characters, and how they will advance them. I hope they replace the voice actors for some of the characters because they weren't very good.
I'm with you on that one.
Like, I think...
Isn't there a contingent of people who were like, you gotta play Breath of the Wild in German, that's the best dub, or like some other...
I don't have access to the German
weirdly
dub.
Specific... Or, I thought you could select any dub in the game.
Maybe you
if
can,
you have the
I don't
EU
know.
version, I think. Like the PAL version.
You know what would be really funny is if they dubbed it in Hylian.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be weird.
It would be weird, but I would like.
Yeah, but like, do all the characters speak Hylian? I don't think not the Sheikah, what are their names?
Gerudo?
Gerudo speak Hylian?
I'm pretty sure most people at least speak Hylian, maybe not as a first language, but as a second language.
Mm-hmm. Why are we talking about, like, the languages of Hyrule?
Because we were talking about how bad the voice actors were for the first Breath of the Wild.
I mean, I thought they were fine.
They are not great, to be honest.
I mean, some of
them are fine. But... Some of them are fine.
They're not going to replace Zelda. I know you're talking about Zelda.
Yeah, well, also Mipha.
Mipha is...
What? Mipha's Grace is ready! It's one of my favorite lines!
Mipha's Grace is ready!
Yeah, I don't know. I liked the voice actor for the bird guy. I thought he did a good job. Yeah, Ravioli.
Yeah, Ravioli.
Ravali.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just Ravali's Gale.
Ravioli.
I don't know the other
he said
two.
Ravioli's meatball is now ready. That's what he said.
Yeah, and then Link goes, nom nom nom.
Daruk is just like... he's
just
fine.
a guy.
He's fine, I
he's
guess. Like,
tough
I
guy
wouldn't
voice.
replace him. He's just a Goron voice.
I feel like it.
What was her name again? Because I never got her power in the
neither
first
have
place.
I.
Yeah,
I think that's the only
Urbosa. Urbosa was good. I would just replace Zelda. I know they're not going to, but I really don't like her. Or at least, okay, I hope she does a better job than last time. That's all I have to say. And I want to say, I'm not a voice actor. And I don't mean to just be like that person who doesn't know what they're talking about and starts shitting on stuff. I just personally found the performance to be a little lacking. That's my opinion.
What if just in the next Zelda game we just hear we just hear like Zelda and she just has a thick Scottish accent for no reason.
Oh my god, Neo, how did you become my Zelda?
Oh yeah, Xenoblade
just dub
3.
over Nia's voice line from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 over Zelda. You know how
Do they have Welsh people in Xenoblade Chronicles 3?
Yes.
Okay, well, you heard it here first,
and,
y'all.
A character I can't speak about.
Damn, we got so sidetracked with the Zelda timeline. What were we talking about before?
We're almost as sidetracked as the timeline itself.
We were talking about the Game Awards, and the Direct,
the Game Awards.
No,
yeah.
you know, since we were talking about dubs, like how many games have dubs that are like in essentially English, but in like a different version of it, like Scots?
The Sims.
Sims is not in English.
Free Shavakadu.
Just because, like, I want to be able to play games in dubs that are still the language that I understand, but are just a stupider sounding version. Like how there's a. I
mean, Xenoblade, it's all British and Scottish and Welsh.
Like just accent dubs, like how there's a version of Diary of the Wimpy Kid in Scots that's called Diary o' a Wimpy Ween, that is like basically completely understandable but just reads really fucking funny.
I really like games that have like the pirate dub where everyone's just talking like a pirate. Like what? Like doesn't Gmod have that? Like the pirate setting?
I don't know if it has... I know Minecraft has pirate speech, and it also has... Okay, Minecraft has a really funny one. It has, like, Icon has cheeseburger text.
Yes!
For your fucking language.
Yes! Fuck yeah!
I hope they don't ever delete that, because
I don't want that to ever get deleted.
I think you must have the Minecraft language, like the language on the... You can't...
Isn't that just stolen from something else, though? Or did they just make it up? Also, I will say, I do totally get you. I wish, like, I get why it is, but I wish dubs weren't so English dubs especially weren't so commonly Americanized, and I hope we kind of move away from that in the future. I know we already.
Nintendo's mostly been leaning towards using more British dubs, and they've been using more accents for characters. Well,
I don't even want like American accents. I just want like more. I just want like more. Can I say I love it in like maybe this is weird, but I love it when like non-American characters try and do American accents. You know?
Oh yeah,
maybe that's like weird to say, but it's like, hello, my name is John Cheeseburger. I love America and Joe Biden.
God,
you know,
yeah.
like they talk like that. It's so good.
Yeah,
I wish everybody in America talked like that.
Like, me and Claire, we recently, me and Kyrbii, cut that out. We recently finished, Squid Games, right? And
okay, real quick. Riley, every time we mention Squid Games, can you include the bit where it says, Uncle Ben, what happened? Squid Games? Or just, include the audio where he says Squid Games.
Oh my god.
Add that in.
That's gonna be so much editing.
I'll find it, don't worry. No. Actually, just do it for that first time.
Oh my god.
I'll find it afterwards. Keep going.
But yeah, so like, you know, me and Kyrbii, I keep accidentally like doxing your name, but
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm live naming right now. We finished
Stop live
we finished
naming.
Squid Game, right? And like there's these like American characters that like one of them's like from tech. Well, I won't go too much into it, but like one of them's from like Texas, and he's just like, and just like I love like the depictions of like Americans in other countries' media.
No, it was so funny. He's like, I love 69. Hello, I am American Johnson. I am from Texas.
I'm from Texas, and I like hamburgers and dick. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get really humbled watching like other countries depict us, because a lot of times we'll see like us depict another country, and it's like really bad. And a lot
I
of
think
people get
Americans
angry.
have like
But,
too high of a.
I can't get angry if another country does us, because like we're again.
Yeah,
we're
like
America.
I want to see more countries depict America. It's funny.
It is
and,
very funny.
And don't
you should
depict
watch,
it as
those Bollywood films.
but like don't.
It's
I
really
should
funny.
Watch that.
Oh, what's that one?
We need more games like Metal Wolf Chaos. It's a From Software mech game where you play as the President of the United States of America in a fucking mech.
Monsters vs. Aliens, where the president is behind like a synth, playing for the giant robot.
Don't
It's
say
like,
that. You just like flashed me back to being in a theater and.
I don't even know what that song
flashed
is.
me back to being in a theater in like 2009, watching that scene for the first time.
2000 Crime.
Yeah.
I forgot that Metal Wolf Chaos was a fucking Japanese only original Xbox game, so it sold almost nothing.
Yeah.
Because no one fucking bought an Xbox in Japan, but it recently got a release, a remaster that's called Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
I mean, there's Pokemon.
Yeah, but that was
XD.
also
Like the fucking emote.
Okay, I heard that game's good. Should I play it? Yeah.
XD or
XD,
Wolf
not Wolf Chaos. I do actually just want to play that now because From Software game.
I mean, have you played Coliseum?
You know, okay. I have a question. Are you ever like, do you ever watch media and you get like distracted because characters have the Dark Souls accent? Like, do you know what I mean?
What?
I don't play. I haven't played enough Dark Souls for that.
I don't play Dark Souls.
Okay, I thought we were talking. It's not like that's like kind of a mean and stupid way to put it. I guess what I mean is like very slow talking, like kind of European accents, like Finn. Z is like, you know, Blue Diamond is an example from Steven Universe.
I mean,
you know what I'm talking about?
It's because she is a slow-talking Irish woman. That's
like exactly like slow talking European people just makes me think of Dark Souls, and it's like, I don't know, that's like probably bad. You know, it's probably bad and shows how fucking culture I was. Like, I'll go to Europe and start hitting the walls, trying to find the secret walls.
Man, do you know?
Yeah, he'll be like, "Oh my god!"
I kind of have my own equivalent. Like every time I hear like any sort of like Northern British or like Welsh or anything like that person, I just think of Blue Star from SS Warrior Cats. Or SSS Warrior Cats, not two S's. I just think of Blue Star from the animated
Warrior Cats mention episode 2. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean we've had.
Well, yeah.
It's a matter of time. It took 50 minutes.
Oh god.
And we already shouted out the Nazi Warrior Cats. Is that much of a part of a fandom?
No.
I mean, kind of.
Like, because I would not be surprised if there was a small little alt-right part of the Warrior Cats fandom.
And very ableist and like nationalist and shit like that.
I will say.
Oh wait, didn't Am I thinking of something else, or was one of the writers for
that
Warrior
doesn't surprise
Cats,
me.
like, fired for being
I
a
haven't
fucking
kept up with
turf?
it,
It's
so-
written by all British women,
Yeah.
like British old white women. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that makes
Yeah, I can
sense.
believe
You know,
that.
if you can, those are
Yeah.
like the most evil people. I shouldn't say that.
Oh my god. You can't say that.
That's the most.
Don't do Blue Star like
That's
this.
so
The top
generalized.
10 most evil groups of people.
Numbers?
Number 1, British white women. Okay, I mean, look,
well,
look.
they're like-
Off the top of my head, the Queen of England, J.K. Rowling, Nancy. No, what's her
Pelosi.
name?
Nancy Pelosi.
Margaret
Thatcher.
Pelosi's
Thatcher. I
American.
said Nancy Pelosi instead. Yeah, I did.
Did you confuse fucking Pelosi for Margaret Thatcher? I mean, they
Margaret
could be the
Thatcher.
same
Also, I wanna
person.
say, if you're a British white woman, we love you, heart.
Heart
you're,
emoji.
You're one of the good ones.
You're
You're Jesus Christ. I feel like just like you're trying to get
Oh
yourself
yeah, I'm gonna
crazy.
get myself fucking killed.
the
You're
mic
gonna get,
has
like,
been peaking so much.
Yeah,
this
the mic.
episode.
Yeah, I have my audio up, and the mic is just peaking. The mic is fucking.
The
peaking,
mic
that's
has
funny.
been peaking, like, a solid, like, fourth
okay, I
of
will
this
say-
audio is gonna be peaked.
I will say, if this is all parody, the opinions of the When We Cry podcast.
That's
not
the
affect-
wrong, that's the wrong
Nope.
podcast.
No. No
Wholesome
podcast.
Crew podcast.
The opinions of the opinions.
Not even naming a completely different show altogether.
Oh, let's see.
Oh,
I stand
boy.
with Jake. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was this someone who was like a warrior? Let me just press Control F and do Warrior Cats real quick. Oh yeah. She
Yep.
worked under. Yeah, she worked on
Yep.
Warrior Cats. She looks like someone who would work on Warrior
It
Cats.
literally says Warrior
yeah.
Cats in the title.
Why does she have like the emoji? Like you know that one emoji with the raised eyebrow? She's doing like that face
Yeah,
perfectly.
I feel like there's gonna be a Vine Boom sound effect behind her any moment now.
She gives off energy.
I don't want a vibe.
She gives off energy of like of like the homophobic dog.
Oh my god! Yes. Man, I love that.
Can we insult? Can we, British people? We already are making
already
sure that like
too
no
deep
fucking
in.
British people will ever watch this podcast.
Yeah.
First with the first episode, and now with this episode.
It's like we killed their queen.
It's like, hey,
okay. I promise.
let's just out all
We're
the
killing
British
both
people
of their
from our
queens, the Queen and JK.
Yeah.
Don't fucking say.
My god. We killed their queen, we
Jesus
made
Christ.
fun of
Speaking of
the
Jake.
cat, like, we called all of them blue
Okay, if this
stars.
episode, if this episode comes out and I hear that fucking Joanne is in the hospital,
Joanne?
Oh yeah, explain, Sid.
that's her name, J.K. Rowling.
I fucking...
Joanne.
Oh yeah, doesn't the
Doesn't
K mean
That's her
nothing?
name?
Right?
Joanne. What is it, like Joanne Kingsley Rowling or something?
Joanne?
No, I think the
Kingsley
K doesn't
Rowling.
mean anything.
Well, the
It's
K.
just something she
Well, the
had,
K is
right?
the abbreviation.
She was just
Yeah,
kidding.
her name is just kidding Rowling.
No, like I know there's a popular author that like added an initial to their name because it wanted to be like J.R.R. Tolkien or J.R. whatever his name is.
J.R.
Okay, her Wikipedia page just seems to imply she has no middle name.
Yeah, that's why I said like I think the K is just
Okay, guys,
Joe, not Joe.
I have a topic
fake.
I want to bring up on the podcast. Is that okay?
Like a. So,
Yeah, sure.
or like that reminds me of you wanna know what the J in Michael J. Fox
What does it
stands
stand
for?
Sidney. I meant Yenzid, or whatever you get called on here.
Mm-hmm.
It stands for Andrew.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay. I mean.
Jan Crow.
Okay, so next topic. What is the most fuckable evolution?
You already know the answer to this.
Everyone's just gonna say
I think there's a strong
Vaporeon
case for
and
Leafeon. No.
You know what? Like, you don't know what Leafeon. What if it's poison ivy?
Leafeon has pine
Okay.
What are you
okay.
gonna do?
Okay.
Dick
okay.
or whatever. Fucking covered in poison ivy. Do you
I don't want to know.
Oh
my
Leafeon
god!
is
Oh my god! Okay.
You know
what if Vaporeon is like fucking like evil oil spill water? Then
Okay, hold
you
up.
could go ahead and say that too.
Let's take a second.
He's
Here.
blue.
Let's take a second
He's not
to think.
fucking
Let's take
dark.
a second to think, right? Vaporeon is not a ground type. Leafeon is not a poison type.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That is true. That is true. He brings up a good point.
Poison ivy technically isn't a poison.
Okay, what is the least fuckable
Jolteon.
evolution?
Jolteon.
Flareon.
Glaceon. Jolteon.
Jolteon is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
bad
yeah.
too.
Fucking
Might
face burn.
zap ya.
Jolteon, you can get zapped and it's spiky.
Yeah. Glaceon, you could freeze
Oh,
your
no, I
face.
think
styling like gel.
I think Flareon would be worse because like, I'd be curious about electrocuting
Also,
my
we're
dick.
talking about them if we're all like if they're all anthro. We're not zoophiles except for HorseGam. But,
What the f- kid? You keep saying shit. I'm gonna get my ass.
okay, no, we're not.
You wanna
Alright,
explain what you do when you gam?
Yeah. Well, what is gamming?
A gam is just another word for leg.
Oh
I
wow,
just
so
made
you're
it
into
up.
horse legs. I see.
You're really legging
yeah,
them,
yeah,
huh?
you're really bringing them in with your
What are you
third
doing
leg
with
over
their
there,
legs?
you horse.
We're gonna have to boogie cut this bit. It's
I'm just making up
Oh, by the
words.
way, according to the Pokédex, Flareon is between 1,300 and 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit, and like the inside of Flareon gets about 3,000.
Okay.
The
you just wear the outside.
I'm glad that's specified.
Yeah, why do they have to...
It's a sac-like. There's a sac-like organ inside of Flareon.
Me
Yeah, my
trying to
fucking
figure
sack
out
like
who
organ
went
is gonna
inside
be-
Flareon
Oh
to
my
measure
God.
that.
It's the Pokédex.
I know, but
I
this
mean-
implies that someone sliced up a Flareon for the Pokédex entry. Doesn't it?
Flare Mignon.
I really like Gen 7's Pokédex. I
Okay,
love
Gen 5's
7's
Pokédex.
entry.
Okay,
Specifically,
okay.
Suns.
The funniest Pokédex entry is Gen 5's entry for Azelf, because it just says, like, Azelf is in the same group as Mesprit and Uxie, and it's like, what? That
tells us nothing.
That's a terrible Pokédex entry. It's
Yeah.
really funny.
I like just the really absurd ones, like Macargo being as hot as the surface of the sun.
Yeah,
and
I don't
shit
think
like that.
I don't know how much like the Pokédex is canon.
How do
Arcanine
people,
is from China, apparently.
with like the Pokédex, how do people even live? Because there's like creatures that are like so dangerous. Like, why
Yeah, how
would you
did
want
humans
them
survive?
around?
Like, do you guys think that, like, the Pokédex writers are just a bunch of actual frauds in the universe who are just, like, making shit up and no one is
I
fact-checking
mean, that's
them?
canon in
doesn't
Arceus,
Professor
Legends
He
Arceus.
died.
Pokédex?
I'm pretty sure.
But the guy writing the Pokédex
Professor Oak?
entries for Legend Arceus, like, he canonically is just some guy doing his best.
He's just making them up.
He's just doing what, like...
So that very well could be.
I mean, they're not like killing a Pokemon, dissecting it, and pulling it like.
Well, then how do they know about the
just
sack
being
like
all
organ?
right, so this is.
surgery.
I don't know, because it would be like, how would they
What if they have
go
performed
about it?
surgery
Like,
on it?
it's like
Who's been
1990.
playing with Flareon's sack?
Yeah, what the hell?
Like, how deep is like Pokemon science? Is that that's what I want in Gen 8, 10, 10, because Violet and Scarlet probably won't go into like scientists of Pokemon. You won't go to like a Resident Evil like lab at the end of the game.
Violet and Scarlet come out in like two fucking months. At this point, it's a little scary.
Considering that the theming of Scarlet and Violet is like past and future, maybe it will go into.
You want to
something
know why
like
it's
that. I don't
themed
know.
after? You know why it's called that? Because they just used two colors that are red and blue again. That's right.
Violet is blue.
Violet is
It's on the
not
blue
blue.
spectrum.
How dare you?
Violet's pretty blue.
Violet is just purple.
It's pretty
It's purple.
Violet is its own color on the spectrum. That's why it's That's why I think it's RGBV, right, or something like that. I can't remember.
Are you thinking of indigo?
Oh, maybe.
Because indigo is the one that's pretty much just
What would you guys do? Okay, so I have a hypothetical for you. What if you got hit in the head with a coconut? You're just chilling at your house, and a coconut drops right into your head, and suddenly you can see colors that no one else can see, but you can only see in those colors. Does that
Yeah, it's you see at your house.
It's pretty common.
No. You don't die.
It's an oddly common, funny way for people to die. Is that people are just walking below a coconut fucking coconut palm tree, and then it just falls and they die.
Okay, well it doesn't fall off the palm tree. It rolls off the top of your fridge onto your head while you're grabbing grade cheese.
So this has no reason to be a coconut.
You
funny.
You just no, it's just funny. But I actually did not know about that That would. No, but you can see new colors that no one else can see. What would you see normal colors?
What'd you do if you were just at a beach and then you just saw someone standing there, alive, and then a coconut falls on their head and they're dead? Would you just continue relaxing at the beach?
No, you would probably call 911.
I'd probably loot them.
No,
and then
I would not
someone.
continue okay. If it's, I would probably call someone, be like, "Hey, this person got hit in the head with a coconut."
Someone else is calling,
dead,
the situation is under control. You just saw someone get killed by a coconut while you're at the beach, and no one's responsible for it. Do you just lie back there and just continue relaxing on the beach?
No, I do not continue relaxing on the beach. I would fucking go call someone. I'd be like, "Hey, this person is dead."
I have a question.
You just see it.
Back to your son's baby.
I don't know. I guess I
have a question.
I would probably be disturbed.
But where would you relax after the day?
I have a question for this hypothetical.
You can't relax at the beach.
Here.
Yeah? Hold on, Z has something to say.
Here. Okay, would I face any repercussions for pit
Of course, it's a dead body. That's tampering with evidence.
Okay, but they're not using the body anymore.
Okay. I have a new addition to hypothetical. They're just
my friend. Someone died next to me. Kind of loot their body for gold.
It's called being poor. Okay.
Hey,
okay, you know what? It's a nude beach.
What if you were going over to help them? They got killed by the coconut.
What are you gonna loot off of them? You see a naked person get a coconut fall on them and die. Will that change how disturbed you are that it was a naked person getting killed by a coconut?
No.
I asked this question. I actually asked a similar question once to Z, and he didn't know how to respond. So I kind of want to ask you guys this too. Is that okay? Okay, so Joe Biden is giving a speech on stage, right?
God.
He's giving the State of the Union address, and then during the State of the Union address, a million ants come out of the floorboard and start tearing him apart in 1 second, and then leave. And then they turn him into a skeleton before the cameras can be turned off. What do you do with? Do you just do you just keep living your life with the knowledge that can happen to people, or do you go into a paranoid breakdown that you'll get pulled apart by ants before you can even realize what's happening?
I would definitely get paranoid.
What do you do in that situation?
Depends on how long. If it's been a few months, and I'll be like, all right, yeah. I'm good. It was a really strange thing.
A bunch of ants and then put them in the houses of people I don't like.
No, you can't buy them. They're rare ants that only that scientists haven't found yet. Well, okay. Do
you realize how many ants there are?
So the ants. Okay. So the ants only grow in this specific region of space under the White House, and because it's illegal to dig up there, no one else can get to it. But Kamala Khan or whatever her name is shows up and says, Yeah, what did I call her?
Kamala
Kamala Khan. sorry, Kamala Harris. Brain fart. Shows up and she's like, yeah, we're still gonna leave the White House here, and we're not moving it. You know.
Well, then I'm
just the
well, then I'm just going to like, if anyone
no one else.
if
she'd
anyone
be fine with this. She's the vice
if anyone in the
president.
White House I think has shit political opinions, I'll just be like, they'll be eaten soon. So really, that's a good thing.
By the ants. I guess so.
Turns out ants are like scared of like the color red though, so like those red-faced Republicans that are like big and fat, they never get
like,
eaten.
Fucking imagining someone is giving out like a speech for a very bad decision they're making, and then someone in the audience fucking points out a laser pointer and they go, no.
And then the ants just pulled them apart in 1 second.
Oh my god.
That's good. You know, that reminds me of another hypothetical I had. I'm gonna ask this one now. So let's say, like, there's a meteor coming towards Earth. It's, like, super big, right? It's like, super huge. Like,
is it bigger than Earth itself?
it would destroy Earth if it impacted with Earth. Like, everybody's like, oh, we're all gonna die, we're fucked, nothing matters anymore, you might as well just like die or whatever. But then, like, right before the meteor hits Earth, Doug Walker comes out and he just shoots the meteor with his handgun, and like it just destroys it, and he saves the Earth. Like, he shoots it in just the right spot to perfectly destroy it with like no damage to the Earth. Like, would you feel indebted to Doug Walker now, like, for the rest of your life?
Oh my god, I would be his first follower. I would be like, I am starting the cult of Doug.
What would I be indebted to him for?
Saving the Earth.
What do I owe him? I don't owe him money.
And he saved you by.
But he saved himself.
Like you just feel like, would you feel emotionally in debt to Doug Walker now?
No.
Would you just be like, not necessarily in debt, but would you feel like, you know, grateful for what he did, even though it's Doug Walker?
I would be grateful. I guess it would. But he hasn't really done that much bad by himself. It's just a lot of terrible things happen surrounding him, and he's just kind of cringe. So like, that would definitely overcome or outweigh any bad he's done.
I think I would be too confused to know what to feel. I would be more perplexed than anything. Like, my emotional sense of perplexedness, I don't know, would just be so overwhelming that I would just cease to function entirely.
You would just be like, Doug Walker saved the world.
I think I would just believe in every conspiracy theory from that point on.
Like you just wouldn't be able to accept that this is the reality of what happened, so you just start believing in conspiracy theories.
I think I would eventually want to learn of his power.
Well, it's not like he did anything special. He just...
Yeah, but people would believe that his gun had powers. They're gonna seize his gun or seize him.
Happened to shoot at the meteor at just the right spot to destroy it.
So this wasn't intentional?
It wasn't intentional. It's just a normal handgun. It's just extremely lucky.
So this is like a 9mm fucking gun that... Okay, how did the 9mm gun shoot that far?
So the meteor was... Okay, he used the curvature of the Earth to shoot the bullet around to hit the meteor in just the right spot, and he didn't do this intentionally. He just did it. Like, it just happened. So he just, like, it just hits it right in the right place to just destroy it, and all the debris, like, falls into the ocean or something. It's fine, you know?
It sounds like a great Doug Walker. I would watch this.
It's better than the fucking last movie you made.
Oh my god.
I mean, good for him.
That'd be cool.
Nostalgia Critic saves the Earth with his nostalgia powers.
Wait, are we talking Nostalgia Critic or Doug Walker that did this?
No, this is just Doug Walker. This is just Doug Walker as Doug Walker.
Oh, not even him. Like, is it just him?
Like in everyday clothes.
Yeah,
normal clothes.
I mean, he has the suit on, maybe.
That's his NC character.
No, once he's got the suit on, he's Nostalgia Critic.
He can't separate.
I remember as a kid, whenever I thought about meteors destroying the Earth, I was like, why would it destroy the Earth? Just like, if the meteor's landing somewhere, just go to the opposite side of the Earth, that'll be fine.
Okay. Did you guys ever go to museums as kids? Like museums?
Yeah.
I went to
At this museum I went to, or maybe you had this too, did they have the meteor simulator at your museum?
No.
I don't think so,
No? Okay.
No.
So the meteor simulator is a 3D render that you can choose the size of the meteor and see how much it would destroy Earth.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And that fucked me up as a kid because I made the biggest one and it just destroyed it immediately, and then I was really scared for like a day afterwards.
Oh my god.
It's like that Universe Sandbox that came out. A lot of YouTubers played it. Like it was like years and years ago.
I don't know what that is.
And like people
but
would just
might
send
be
the
like it.
fucking moon into the Earth and see what happened.
Maybe a more relatable one. Did you remember hearing the first time that the sun was going to explode in 10 billion years and just being like, staring at your hands and just kind of realizing how long of time that is? And your little baby brain has only existed for like not even a billionth of that. And it's just like, and it's just like Jesus.
I think most kids hearing that have the opposite thing of like, oh, we're gonna die. What the hell? The sun's going to explode. Yeah. We can't do anything about it.
I remember my mom smacked me for trying to tell my younger siblings that, because she's like, you're gonna fucking scare them, stop it.
I kind of was just like, okay. I just didn't care as a kid.
We should do like a stream where we try meth and see if it's as good as it is on Breaking Bad.
All right. With that,
you know what? You can actually buy the official Breaking Bad meth online for like $10.
No, it's Pop Rocks.
Oh.
It's Pop.
It's the official candy that they used for the meth in the show.
That's cool.
I guess with meth talk. That's this episode of the Wholesome Group.
No, it's
We're
not.
an hour and 20 minutes.
No, it's not. We're still talking.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna end it. It's too long. Anyone have any wholesome things to say?
Follow at ZBbaskin on Twitter.com.
Yeah, you guys can find...
Ask for wholesome things, not for plugs.
Okay, you guys can find me at twitch.tv/Markiplier.
Does Markiplier have a Twitch?
I don't fucking know. You guys can find me at twitch.tv/Markiplier. You can find HorseGam at twitch.tv/Jacksepticeye. And you can find me and Sidney at twitch.
You can find me at a kiwifarm.ru.
What?
No, that doesn't even exist anymore, dude.
I don't want to know what that is.
Yes.
You don't know what Kiwi
We'll
Farms
explain
is?
it to you another time.
That's a whole topic.
That's a whole nother
We do not
thing.
talk about Kiwi Farms on a podcast.
Yeah, we are not gonna go into that, man.
Anyway, let's close this episode. If you enjoyed this episode,
report us.
Yeah, just dislike the video. And sure, it won't show up as a number, but we'll know. You're a true fan.
Dislike the video.
What
is YouTube going to do? Show your dislikes?
And you can follow us on Twitter. We have a Twitter.
You can follow us
didn't
on.
post anything
You
when
can
the first
follow us
episode
on.
Don't use Twitter.
We have a Twitter. You can follow. No, I did one tweet. On that Twitter.
You can follow us on you can follow us on Newground/Dives.
Yeah, you can also follow us on AOL,
make
Messenger.
sure to buy our NFTs.
We're not recording this on.
Yeah, buy from my lemonade stand I have outside.
Yeah, go check out.
Okay. How fucked up would it be if you went to like a little kid's lemonade stand and they were like, "Yeah, can I get like a lemonade for 25 cents?" and they handed you like they handed you with a card with a link on it, just like, "There's your lemonade NFT.
Oh my god,
it's unique to you."
It's actually lemonade mouth.
Lemonade.
Lemonade mouth.
Lemonade mouth.
All right. Thank you for watching. I love you all. You're all amazing people. And you, specifically, you listening to this episode, you're amazing.